Well, hey everybody. Hey, it is Melanie Mitro. It is Friday, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited that it is Friday. And even as an entrepreneur, right, our weekends, our days sort of all run together, right? Doesn't matter what day of the week it is, we are busy. But the one thing that I love about owning my own business, that I love about the fact that I love my business, is that it doesn't matter what day it is. I'm still on fire. I look forward to the weekend, but I don't look forward to the weekend because I don't have to work. I actually look forward to the weekend because I get caught up. Like, I look forward to the fact that nobody is on social media on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. I love the fact that I can get up, I can do my work, and nobody else is there, right? And so to me, I'm excited for the weekend. The week is like the grind, but the weekend I can refresh, I can revitalize, and I can get ready for the craziness that I know is gonna happen the following week. Right? So anyways, with that being said, I have a thought for you today. So you saw the title of this post. The title of this post was inspired by two things. This morning, one of my and I'll get to the point of what I'm doing, right? I have a whole plan of what I want to share with you guys today. But I was listening to Tony Robbins this morning. And you know, when this reoccurring theme sort of happens, I feel like I need to make a video about it. So here I am making a video. And so I was listening to Tony Robbins, and the actual video I was listening to, and I do this in the morning when I'm getting dressed. So I get out of the shower, and while I put my makeup on and I do my hair, I go to YouTube, and now YouTube kind of knows me and they give me suggestions. And this Tony Robbins video training came up, and and I'm going to share it with you guys in the comment section. But it popped up and it talked about the power of positivity and the power of intention. And I began to think to myself, oh, this is going to be a good one, right? I find that a lot of people I come into contact with are just negative, or they always are looking at the negative in everything. And I thought, you know what? If I listen to this and it gives me tools and strategy to help my team, because I'm naturally a positive thinker and I go in the direction of always looking at the positive, then this will be a good tool for me to share with my team. So that was number one. Then number two, I was listening to a training video yesterday by another coach in the network, and he made a really good comment. And he talked about, are you the kind of person that you say, when I have success, I will believe in the business? Are you that person? Raise your hand, comment below. Or are you the kind of person that says, I believe in the business, therefore I will have success? And that sort of hit me like a ton of bricks. It hit me so hard that I wrote it down on my paper, and then I double starred. I put 2 stars behind it, because I truly believe that no matter what business you are involved in, belief is first and foremost. You know, I get so many people, especially in my business and in the network marketing business, that say to themselves, right, when I recruit that rock star into my organization, then I'll believe in this business. Or they've been in this business for so long and they're like, I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in it because it hasn't worked for me. And so again, you hear that, and then I listened to Tony Robbins this morning, and I was like, you know why people aren't successful? Do you know why? Because they're focused on all of the things that they aren't doing well. So for example, if you haven't recruited that rock star into your organization and you start saying, I'm a bad recruiter, this business doesn't work, nobody wants to join my team, I can't find people, I don't know, it's not growing, or it worked for me before and it doesn't work now. And what are you doing? You're putting this energy and this focus into the negative. And so where do you go? You get more of that negative because that's where you're putting your energy. And so it got me to thinking about, for example, right? If you think about driving a car, if you keep saying to yourself, I'm not going to go over the cliff, I'm not going to go over the cliff, I'm not going to go over the cliff, where do you go? You go over the cliff, because that's where your energy is focused. Or Tony Robbins gave this perfect example. In the video, he talked about how you go to a party, and you walk into a party and you have people at a party who are having fun, and they're laughing and they're dancing and they're having drinks and they're talking to one another. And then you have this other group of people, and they're sitting in the corner with their arms crossed, and they have like a scowl on their face, and you interview these two people, right? And it's the same party, they're all at the same party. And you ask one group of people, did you have a good time at this party? And that one group of people says, no, that was an awful party. The music sucked, the atmosphere was just blah. And so you're like, okay. And then you ask this other group of people and they're like, the party was awesome. The music was great. The people were great. I was talking to people. I was having drinks. And it's because when we go into a situation, there's so much input coming at us that we can't possibly filter it all and feel all of those emotions. So we pick one thing to focus on. And the people sitting in the corner with their arms crossed chose to focus on the fact that they were a negative group of people, or maybe their energy wasn't good. And then they fed off of one another's energy, and they all sat there with their arms crossed, and they all sort of like poo-pooed on the music and the entertainment. But then if you go to that other group of people that's having a blast and you talk to them, they chose to focus on the people that were there and building relationships and dancing and taking whatever music was being played and enjoy that music. And I think that's so similar to our business. It's like, where do you place your focus? What are you looking at? Are you looking at the fact that this business has given you some flexibility? It's giving you positivity. It's getting you into the best shape of your life. You are making good choices. You have been able to pay for your groceries and you didn't have to, check the bank account 20 times to make sure the funds were actually there. Those are positives to this business, right? But we always want more. We always think we're not good enough. We always are comparing. And we let ourselves get into that negative space of not being enough, right? And so you've got to begin to look and put your focus and energy into the things that are going right. And so if you say to yourself, I'm bad at recruiting, then absolutely, you're going to be bad at recruiting. But if you say to yourself, look, I found 99 ways that haven't worked, but I am going to find that person. Today could be the day. I need to recruit. I believe in this business. I know that it changes people's lives. I know that it changes people's bodies. I know that it makes them more positive. I know what it's done for me. And maybe I'm not standing on a stage being recognized for being a top 10, but I'm making an impact. And that has to be enough. And so why do people succeed and some fail? And an element of that is your mindset. It's where are you focusing? Are you quitting because you think it didn't work for you because you're focused on the wrong things? Or are you going to look at the things you're doing right, the things you are making an impact, the social media influence that is beginning to grow, the people that are a part of your business right now, the way that the choices you've made for yourself, even if you haven't made $1 yet? Are your kids making better choices? Is your relationship with your spouse better because you're taking care of yourself? Or do you have more energy because you're fueling your body with good food? Focus on that, people. Focus on that instead of the negatives. Tony Robbins gave another example, right? Another example in this podcast, and he talked about, and I forget the name of the person, but there was an individual who was in an accident or had something happen where they lost their legs and they lost their hands, and the person chose to focus on life, and even though he was in pain almost every day of his life, chose to focus on the good. And he was a happy man. And even though he had an unfortunate circumstance, he was living his life to the fullest. And then he compared that to Elizabeth Taylor, who has millions of followers and millions of fans and more money than she'll ever know what to do within her entire life, and people surrounding her that love her, yet she chooses to focus on the negative and she's unhappy. And so she's resorting to food and alcohol and other things and drugs to self-soothe. And here you have two people with very different life circumstances that are looking at it very differently. And one on the outside has everything, but feels like they have nothing. And on the other hand, somebody that on the outside looks like he has nothing, he feels like he has everything. And so I ask you today, if you want to grow a business, you have to have the mindset of belief. I believe I will be successful. I will take massive action now. I won't wait for success to happen. I will make it happen. I will take charge of my future. I will not fear rejection. I will go out there and take massive action. And so are you going to let your own self-limiting beliefs, your own negativity get inside of your own head and keep you from achieving your goals? Are you going to tell yourself, I have the power to make that change? I can't make you a positive person. That takes work. That takes you. That takes reflection and self-belief. That is something you have to find within yourself, but I know you can do it. Regardless of what life has dealt you, you are not at a disadvantage unless you think you are. So I'm going to share with you this power of positivity. It's 45 minutes, and I'll be honest with you, some of you will watch it and some of you won't. Some of you will watch it and you will say, that's not me. That doesn't apply to me. And some of you will take it, you will listen to it, and your business will change because of it. So who are you gonna be? All right, guys, that's my Friday motivation for you. I hope you guys go out there and have a great week. Take action, believe in your goals, and know that you are meant for success too. Have a good day, guys. Bye, everybody.